Wow. Whoever had Spain winning this game, whoever predicted Spain winning this game, whoever predicted that France was not going to go to the final, that Spain was going to be a tough game for them, shout out to you. Because I made a fool of myself earlier saying France was gonna go through, that France had the too much attacking power for Spain. Oh man, I should never, man. I lost my ball knowledge, man. I should never talk about ball no more, bro. My days. What the fuck happened? Guys, there is no two way to go about this, right? Let's start with the Spain national team since they're the one that went, so they deserve the floor. Honestly, what is to say, man? What is to say that I've not said before? This Spain team, right? They have not been playing their beautiful style of football that they we are so used to from the Euros, that the 2010 World Cup, the 2012 Euro, etc., etc. Like the recent Euro they won, was it like 20? Was it 2024? I think, like the beautiful the football. You know what I'm saying? So far this tournament, right? They been wishy washy. You know what I'm saying? They be like one good game here, one good game there, but they keep winning though. They drew, but they keep on winning. They have very a performance where I personally feel like it's come from the coach, right? The performance they were putting on the field was not beautiful football, more of way of winning games. If you see what I'm trying to say. Against Cape Verde, they drew, but it was a very good defensive Cape Verde team, and the approach that the coach did on that game was not good, also. But they didn't come to play that beautiful. But trying to they came here to kill the game. Even most of the time, they ain't kill the game. If you understand what I'm saying. Against against Saudi, they played the beautiful football, but they tried to kill the game as soon as possible. They were not making back passes here, back passes there. They were direct. Against Uruguay was a weird game, was more of a fighting game, honestly, because Uruguay was there just to kill them, honestly. Let's not get into that. The round of 32, right? They play Austria, was very convincing performance. That was their best performance, I will say, that I seen was in round 32. Round of 16, they played against Portugal. It was a okay performance also. In the quarterfinal, right? They played who they play in the quarterfinal? I feel like hmm, wait, hold on. Matches. Did I got it mixed up? Yeah, the quarterfinals. They play against Belgium, which was a good performance also, even though they finally got scored on for the first time in the tournament was against Belgium. Okay. They were playing they were playing good, but it's like they were not playing how people expect Spain to play, if you understand what I mean. But as in for today, the performance of this Spain team was something we will be talking about for a minute, not because the performance out of the world, is because it was against this French side that people was going crazy about, that people was comparing to the 2020 the 2002 Brazil, the 2006 Brazil, like the Brazil of early 2000, I would say. In general, Spain shut that down. Spain be like, hold up, I still run Europe. This is still my turf. Let me show you how to play football. Guys, from minute one, 2 minutes 45, let's talk about the first half. I was watching Spain just playing around with friends. Mind you, the likes of Mbappe had zero shot on target for the whole 90. Uh, Police. Barcola, Due. The only person that had a shot on target on the front four was Dembele, but it was not like a shot on target that could scared like you know scared the Spain goalkeeper at all. It was just like just regular shots. Your body wasn't target. If you understand what I mean, right? Like it was so weird. It's like I was watching a whole different French team. And so I'd be like, France probably was having a bad day. Maybe on a different day they could have beat Spain. But from what I was seeing in this field, there was that one scene, right? It kept clicking in my head. Spain got the ball. Laporte, Laporte, Cucurella, Rodri, Fabian, Laporte. And then you see Dembele, you see Olise running, trying to catch the ball. They can't. Spain was making a mockery out of this French side, which all of us had as the World Cup winner. Incredible. Where do I start with the Spain national team? Right. Let's start from the attack. Yamal didn't have one of those like crazy stat pad games that he be having in Barcelona, like the games against Inter, like the games against Benfica, and so on and so on. He was more like a team player. I don't know if it's like the way the coach trying to use Yamal, I would say, but he's not like dribbling like he be doing in Barcelona. I know he's coming back from injury, but Yamal's style is to provoke the defender, to make the fan happy, but also trying to be clinical with a good cross or good shot. But he had those moments, but it was like very settled, very settled in a way. Okay. Then you got Oyarzabal that just banged that penalty. Like that's a that's a proper penalty kick, though. I love player that just go straight to it, like bang this in the goal, right? Not like a little little stutter. What's that? Like, cut that shit out, bro. Yo, shoot the ball. Okay, talking about that penalty, right? Yamal, right? Dean got a bozo moment right there. I think it was his fault. Look, if you're gonna clear the ball, right? Make sure your surrounding, okay, is okay for you to just clear the ball like this, right? Don't just and it. Phew. But also, it's good IQ from Yamal, right? Yamal anticipate that Dean was going to do because Yamal didn't even go for the ball. He went for it to get foul on. That was a quick RQ right there. That was it. Then let's not talk about Baena. I mean, he was good defensively. Honestly, he really helped defensively. But going forward, Jesus Christ, so lucky that Spain is a collective game because Baena was not it over there. Then you get down to the midfield, guys. Rodri, Mister Rodrigo. This performance, right? His performance for the whole World Cup should consider him more as a like a Ballon d'Or winner than the year he actually won the Ballon d'Or. Because that year he won the Ballon d'Or, right? Spain did win the Euro, but I think Fabian Ruiz was Spain's best player from that team. Yamal is up there, dude, but it's not like you think about the Spain team to that Euro, be like, oh, really was the best player. I don't remember that. But this World Cup, yeah, this is Spain best player right there. This man make Portugal midfield look like shit. France midfield look like shit. What are the big midfield they play against? And I'm not considering Belgium. I mean, they had Tillman and Onana, but okay, I guess. So far, every World Cup came from Rodri being a 9 out of 10 performance. It being a 9 out of 10 performance. And knowing that after this World Cup, he's supposed to have surgery because he got something wrong, but you balling like this? What if you fully fit then? Oh shit. No, like let's be for real. It's crazy. And the fact that Rodri is so good at what he's doing, like with the tempo of the game, the progression of the ball, the defensive side of the game, the the line breaking, you don't even realize that Pedri is not next to him. It's crazy what I'm gonna say. It's like Spain don't even need real not even need, but like don't really need Pedri when Rodri is on that level. Because you don't need two players doing the same thing. If you understand what I'm saying. I'm not saying Pedri is terrible or Pedri is trash, Pedri should not be in the starting lineup. I'm just saying it's like if Rodri is doing all that, you need somebody next to him that offers something different, not offering the same thing, which is where Fabian Ruiz come in. He's a box crasher. He's a box to box. He got a sense for the goal, and he's good. Um, he's also good defensively, in a way. He's like Fabian Ruiz, right? He's like Rob Gilbert better, if you want to make a comparison. Okay, and they were busting that Spain midfielder, Danny Olmo. Mister only show up for the Spain national team, but for Barcelona, you have one and on game. One on, one off. One on, one off. But for the Spain national team, they'll just cook every single time. The game today was perfect. Don't get me started at the back line. Paul Kubazi. Oh, man. Paul Kubarsi and Laporte. Laporte, that was Spain and Saudi Arabia with Cristiano's team, is the starting center back for the Spain team in this World Cup, and he's going to the final. I don't understand why Manchester City sold him. Paul Kubasi, the Lamine Yamal of the defense. Yeah, I'm gonna say this because they are on the same age. But Lamine Yamal, because he's an attacker, he get all the headline, not Paul Kubasi. He deserves more props, more praise. In my opinion, he should be running for the Golden Ball. For the best, no, not the Golden Ball, the best young player for the tournament. That's Paul Kubasi. I don't care. I don't care. Then you got Cucurella. Oh my days, man. I'm so mad that she's going to Madrid. Bro shot, bro. Olise could not do shit. Mbappe got close a couple times. Cucurella was like, nah, not today. Clear that. Pedro Porro. I didn't know shit. I thought it was just a regular Spanish player for Tottenham. Honestly, I thought Llorente was gonna start in this tournament. But Pedro Porro, yo, you changed my life. What is this performance? He only got passed one time by Barcola. Beside that solid game. He's keeping Llorente on the bench, bro. Yo. And then when I see him, bro, yo, hate it or love it, right? I understand why De La Fuente is keeping him as starting number one. He's crazy. You need a goalkeeper that's crazy like him. He's sweeping side of his game. He's he's just you just gotta pray. You still gotta trust him. But shout out to the Spain team, man. Shout out to Zafrente because tactically, what he put against Deschamps today was cinema. Now let's talk about this French team, right? France, right? France really gotta look at themselves in the mirror and be like, what the fuck did we just do? Because coming to this semi-final against Spain, you had the top scorer of the competition, which is Mbappe. You had the top assister, Ulisse. You had a Ballon d'Or winner as in Dembele. You got the two-time Champions League winner as in Barcola and Due. You got school like this? Where's your shot on target? Let's talk about that. Where's your offensive play? Let's talk about that. Olise had a howler today. He was terrible. Terrible. Yo, Mr. Nonchalant was nonchalant on the field. Mbappe was non-existent, y'all. Nothing. The French best player today was Barcola. And I feel like it was stupid of them and not to use Barcola fully to the extent as in like keep passing him the ball, keep passing him the ball, let him run at pro, let him run at pro. Because anything good they could have done today was through Barcola. And mind you, guess who got some of the second half? Barcola. Just because you don't have the PR. He doesn't have the PR Dembele have. He doesn't have the PR Mbappe have. He doesn't have the PR that Olise got. That's why he got off. He got off on the field first. If you want to be real, Mbappe should not end this game. Dembele should not end this game. Sure, Olise got subbed off around like the 60s or 70s minute for Shirky, but bro, what's that? But people might look like Saliba injury, maybe a big tournament of the game. Not really. They were still being dominated. France was showed a proper lesson by Spain of how football is played. Football is a team sport, not an individual sport. Because this French team, right, as much as we praise them, it was break in two. It was the attack, and it was the defense, and then you put two guys in the midfield trying to do dirty work. That was it. They didn't have a Pedri or a Vitinha or a Declan Rice. Even maybe Anderson could have did something there. They didn't have that player. They had Tremeni, Rabiot. Rabiot was someone for an early yellow card, and they had Manu Kone. None of those midfielder can control a tempo of a game, can progress a pass. Germany was so deep; it was like a third defender today. Even when Spain needed, I mean, France needed to push up for a goal. Tactically, Deschamps was terrible, and I'm talking about somebody that won the World Cup already. My days. But anyways, that's it. That's it for the show. Anyways, now you got Zinedine Zidane at the head of this at the head of a round for the French national team. I'm gonna see what's gonna do, especially for the Euro. We much see, but France gotta wake up early. You might have the best attack on the road, but if collectively you're not up to it, you're not gonna do nothing with that team. It's crazy to say, but I'm gonna end this video by saying this: Lamine Yamal so far has beaten Mbappe 9 times for club and country. 9 times for club and country. Lamine Yamal is Mbappe's worst nightmare, and it shall continue next season. Vis Calabasa. Anyways, y'all, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and share. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll back again tomorrow for the Argentina game against England. See you, all right? Peace.